everyone, it should be live. I'm just going to pull up my Facebook page so I can take a look and see if there are any comments. I'm a little later tonight than normally, but we just had a 3-hour like chalk kind of fest thing where they showed us all the new products that are coming out in the catalog next week that you can actually start ordering. So here we are. Okay, oops. There we go. All right. I've been getting questions on the transfer sizes and what is a transfer. A transfer is just a way to say a silkscreen stencil. So there's all different sizes, and I'll go over what the sizes are. But I'm not sure if you can see this one or not. This is just one of the little minis. A silkscreen transfer is basically a stencil, and it's not like a normal like hard plastic stencil that you've probably used to using. It's soft and flexible, and it's got a silk mesh screen inside of it, which you can't. I don't know if you can kind of see that or not. So it doesn't go all the way through. It's just what's holding it together. That helps spread the chalk and the ink nice and evenly when you're doing them. And I did buy a system to be able to make my own silkscreen transfers. I haven't put together yet because it just came this week. Size of transfers, it goes from A through E. A is the smallest, which is ones like this. This is a good things take time. And when you're looking at the different transfers, you'll notice that some of them are, you can see lines in between, because like this one is actually 5 different transfers in the A size. So they're actually smaller than the A size, whereas this one is just one transfer in there. This one you can cut apart to have different ones. So that's why, like, it says cut apart, that's what it means, is that you actually have more on one. Especially when you get to the bigger sizes, the same thing happens more often. But the A size is the 5x7, which is, the size that we've been doing. Easy. It's a good one to start with. There is the mini ones too that I have kits for, which is really super easy. But if you want to just like try it and see what it's like, that's a good place to start for like about $5. These kits are usually around 15 to 20 depending on what you get. It comes with the board and the base and ink and transfer. So that's the A size. And then we've got the B size. So B size is like the 8x10, so it's like basically a full sheet of paper. This is like the one I did last night, which was the mountains one. It can be super detailed like that, or it can just be something nice and simple. Like a saying, like I did the other night, the saying. So it wasn't a complicated one, it was just a do what is right, not what is easy. Just a nice simple little one. So you can usually do that, or you can get into more complicated. And even though they're 8x10 size, like even this one, I could have taken the mountains off and just done a smaller one of just this. Or you can do so you can basically just take anything out of the transfers that you want. Some people cut them apart, I don't. And just put a little piece of tape around the stuff that I don't want to go. So that's the B size. Usually, like I said, if you're gonna start out doing it, start with the A, because then move up to the B. Because that can get overwhelming at first. I'm like, I'm not ready for the B yet. Because when I started doing the B ones, I don't think I was really ready. C is the next size bigger. So as you can see, it's a lot bigger than the normal like sheet of paper. Usually the ones that are C, D, and E size, so it gets a little bigger each time. So this is the C. A lot of times they are ones like this that, like this cuts into 4. But it's pretty much, the size of the different 4 ones is a little bit bigger than the 5x7. This one here specifically is for the deer cutouts. So you actually have cutouts that are in the shape of a deer, and you just set these over to do different colors and overlap them. So there also does say the transfers on there. Some will say layering, because, is that froze or not? They say layering because in that case you could do multiple layers, so that way when you're doing like this one, the deer, you can get the nice white spots in the deer's back and stuff to really pop out by layering them. So So usually you have to let the bottom layer dry completely first, or if you have a hair dryer or something, just dry it. And that speeds up the process. This, of course, is just a big one. It's pretty much, you're my favorite of all time and forever. So you can kind of see from those. It's, when you're searching for the ones on the website, it can be a little overwhelming at first. Pick the size you want first, because I've ordered ones, then decided, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be that big. I was just thinking it was the 5x7 size, and it turns out to be a big, huge thing. We also have cutouts of the houses, and this is the D size transfer. So C, D, as you see, they get a little bit bigger each time. And these also come in, just like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different cutouts in it. So you cut it up, and you've got all these different sized ones. Again, looks like most of them are pretty much bigger than the 5x7 size, except for maybe this Home Sweet Home one. But you can also get them in ones like these, which is also a D size. This is just like a nice Paris kind of French country that you can use like on top of tables, or just as a background design, and then put like a worded saying or something over top of it, so you can actually do different layers. And then there is the big size, E. So I got this one because I love matte. So this is an E size transfer. And it actually is, I mean, it looks like it's the whole thing, but up here is 2 different cutouts, so it's a little bit smaller than the full E size one. And you can even just do the map. Some people do just sections of the map, depending on, like, if I wanted to do just the 8x10, I could just put on and just, if I want North America, just put North America on it. So you get a lot more options, obviously, the bigger that the transfer is. But you're not limited to do just like a board and base with what the saying is. You can mix them up and do it however you want. The longer that you play with them, the more creative you'll get. Some of the things they showed us tonight that people are doing, I had no idea could even be done. But yeah, there's some super, super creative people out there. Alright. So that's what a transfer is, and those are the different transfer sizes, and of course you can cut them up. I'll go over and show you what kind of bases we have. So my mom asked for me, she was a little confused when she went to the website and understanding like what Club Couture is, and she didn't want to do the monthly one, but she's done it before, so she knows what it's like, so she doesn't need like the little mini starter kits that I've got on the VIP group page. She just wants a couple of things to get going, and then she'll pick out transfers for each season and do them. So she's looking at the Easter ones that are opening up next week, and then we'll do summer ones, and Halloween ones, Thanksgiving ones, Christmas ones, and she'll just keep erasing them and putting the new ones on, and she'll just do that throughout the season. So she just gets the boards once and goes from there. So there's also, of course, lots of the little ones. This is a little heart one. There's the black board and base. She pretty much just wanted like a couple boards and bases to start off with at the 5x7 size that she'll feel comfortable with. Mason probably is ready for the bigger one. This is just a whiteboard that I had. It was actually from a different company, but it's different than the chalk Couture ones. And then because she's my mom, she's getting the whole free starter kit that I have on my page, which is the eraser, a little tray. She wants me to order jars of the chalk paste because she doesn't want to mess with the packets. But with the packets, what you can do if you get all the different packets is you can get these like at the dollar store, like 8 for $1, and just put this. It holds like half a packet. Half of it is about a whole packet is about half of this jar. Is what I mean. So then some stir sticks and squeegee, eraser, little tray so you can mix up colors with the tray if you want, and a little water bottle. Oh, what a nice convenient packet. So that's kind of what I can do is, so she told me what she wanted so I can throw a kit together. And then I was going to do one tonight because she asked what I had for pink, and as you can see, I have all different kinds of pink, whether you want like a hot pink or rosewood. This is more of a peachy color, but I've also got a scarlet red, a candy apple red, which I can mix with white to make pink. Maybe I'll try to do that a little too. And then the blues, I've got all different, as you can see, 4 different colors of blue, including teal. So I pick out one of the designs. I use the one that's for moms. And pull out the base. So the one I'll do a little demo thing on is, I got it from my mama. It's the 5x7 A transfer, but it also had 3 little embellishments with it, which are like 3 little hearts. And you can kind of put them around anywhere you want. Okay, so with a board and base, you can either do it wide like this side, you know, inside, middle, whatever, or you can do the stand up. So like this one, you see I did the Love Brings Us Home as the stand up one. This one is the sideways one. And my towel. I've used this one a couple times before, including with ink. If you saw, I did the little apron as a first little demo thing, showing what the ink could do. It looks cute on there. This one I'll do sideways so I can put the hearts on the outside. And then usually I go a little higher up on one side because it's got the base and it goes down less than an inch into the base. So it's okay if you have a little extra at the bottom. It gives you extra room. And let's see. So I think what I'll do is, okay, so this is the Rosewood in Vogue, which is retiring. And then this is the Colonial Blue. So they're pretty much an even color, not too light, not too dark. There's pretty much have all pastels and everything. So looks like those are all good to go, all nice and creamy. Let's see. The pink's good, but it could use a little water. Remember, you want the consistency of like yogurt or sour cream. It's always just good to make sure that you put a little water on it when you close it up after using it, if you're using the jars, just so that the next time you go to use it, it'll be in good condition and ready. Doesn't matter how long that you've had it sitting there. Okay, so okay. Let's see. So I'll pretty much do like a half and half. So I'll do like from my mama on the bottom in the pink, so she can see what this color pink looks like on the board. And then I'll do the top part in blue. And try to be careful not to get it onto the other section. This is actually the first time I've used the Rosewood. I got it because it was being discontinued. Well, actually retired. And someone else did ask why are things getting retired. What they do is pretty much every 6 months a new catalog comes out. So they retire a couple of items, like maybe, I think there's like 2 colors of chalk rosewood, and there's the shimmer olive, and maybe 1 or 2 more that are getting retired, making way for like 5 new colors. And of course the new colors are in this spring Easter, so there's like a shimmer melon and like a blue color similar to this but in shimmer. What else? There's like a pastel kind of yellow and green, pistachio, and another tulip, which is probably in the rose kind of color area. Those are the new ones for spring, which go along with Easter and spring flowers and stuff like that. And my glue is in good shape. I don't need any water in that one. So, another one here. And I do talk to myself sometimes when I'm doing this, so just make sure I get real close in there. And there's always a copy of the videos that I make, the lives, on my Facebook page, but also on YouTube, because I know not everybody can watch a live video. due to their internet. I know my mom can't, so she'll see this later. She'll catch up on the videos when she gets a chance, because the internet that she has down south is horrible. It's in satellite internet, which I didn't think was that bad, but it might as well be dial up. She's better off looking at things on her phone. Okay, so these are two of the basic blue and pink. Those are the two colors that she really wanted. So let me pull this off. Come up nice and easy. Together. Okay. Not too bad. So I got it from my mama. It's the different blue. It's the colonial blue, and then the rosewood. And then I'll add the hearts around the outside. I'll show you I got my smaller towel. So for the smaller transfers, it's just easier to use like a washcloth instead of the big towel. And okay, I'll use a peach in light blue for the hearts. You can see a little bit different color. Those. The peony is their like light pastel pink color, but that sold out really fast, so that they're getting it back in stock now. Of course, with Valentine's Day and everything, everybody bought up all the pinks. Okay, this is my peach. My peach, which it really is peachy keen, which is pretty close to like a light colored pink, I think. Probably if I had light pink, I'd see the difference in it, but. Usually I make sure my pastes are all ready before I put the transfer on. If I get talking, then kind of forget. There. That's a good consistency. Alright, so do and this hasn't completely dried yet. It'll take probably like 2 minutes or so. If you have a hair dryer, of course, you can dry it a little quicker. So I'll try to place the hearts around here so that it's not touching what I just did, because what I just did is still wet. All right. And then usually, when it's like this, so when I'm using the same color and the same transfer, I can just put it right back down again. Carefully. And stick it, just touch the middle area. A lot of times you can just use the squeegee in this. Oh, it's touching the M on my mama though, so really careful when I pull it up and hope it doesn't pull up the M on mama. It didn't, but I messed up. Okay, well, I'll show you what I did and how I can fix it. Alright, so when I was trying to protect the M from Mama, I accidentally set the transfer back down and smushed the heart. But because it's chalk, it's simply easy to fix. So I just get a little water from my water basin, and I'm just going to take off this heart completely. Alright, and it's all dry now. So I can try it again. Alright, so I'm trying to do a little bit different angle this time so I don't touch my letters. Alright, much better. And I'll be extra careful this time when I pick it up. Much better. So you can't even tell before where I messed up on the heart because I just wiped it right off. It's the best thing about chalk is you can wipe it right off and just do it again. So there's really no, messing it up. Because if so, you just wipe it off and do it again. And you've had a practice session. Okay, so I got another bigger heart here. Then I'll post a picture of this and she can decide which colors she wants in her jars. She wanted 2 jars along with them. Maybe Mason can help her decide. You can probably help her decide on the transfers. I sent her digitally. I can post with the new catalog. The link is to the new catalog until we get the paper ones. And then you can start to look out or plan what, if you want to get anything and what you want to get. The new transfers, you can start ordering February 1st. Again, that's like the Easter and the summer transfers. And they've got some religious ones in there too, depending on what you want to do. There's also cute little bunny cutouts, which I can't wait for those. The new surfaces that are coming out and the new color paste color is not going to be able to order until February 15th. But there are some stuff in the catalog that are continuing over from right now, so you can order them right now. I'm going to use my little half squeegee to do these 2 little hearts because they're smaller. I just don't need all the extra. Can be a little more precise with a little smaller one. And I actually like these little squeegees compared to using this one, which is like basically the same size. I like using the little ones. My hands are smaller. Maybe that's why. This is a little teeny tiny one. Okay. So another one here. And because it's already got paste on it, I just tap it down a little bit. You don't want to spread it out too much in case the transfer slides, which could do. And I'm trying to just do these while everything is still wet. Normally what you can do is just, if you're doing 2 different transfers, I could have let this first part dry while I was working on another transfer and then gone back to this one after. And that gives it plenty of time to dry, which is usually what I do. So I got 1 more heart. And just because you have the embellishments, you don't have to use them. And then you can always, like, if I wanted to, with this live in the moment one, I could have added hearts to it, you know, because Valentine's Day is coming up. Or like this one, I could have added more there, or the little house with a heart in it on different things. It's fun to play with. So, should I use it in the blue? Yeah, I'll use the blue again. This one. Try not to get my letters or my other hearts. Okay. I'll probably put a little extra heart in here because it's nice and small. And not bad. More paste right here. Let's see if I can squeeze in another one up here, maybe. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. And peach was a little dry, so I'm just going to make sure I put plenty of water in it. So the air will take that water that I just put in there instead of drying the chalk paste out. So this is what I got. So see, Mom, there's a couple different light blue, which is the ocean mist, and then the regular lighter color blue, not blue, is the colonial blue. The big hearts are peachy keen, which is pretty close to pink. And then the From My Mama is in the rosewood. The rosewood is the one that is retiring February 1st. All the other ones will still be available. So, put it in the board and base. And I like they stick in here really good. They don't fall out. This is one of the other ones I had, but it's not super sturdy. Like I said, the chalk couture boards are, you really can't, I haven't found anything else that's as good a quality. And I shop around, because I don't like to waste money and spend tons of money. So that's got a little bit at the bottom. So I left plenty of room at the bottom so that it's not hitting there. And that's it. The only other thing I was going to show you is, it's for Mom, the different surfaces. So there's reusable surfaces and surfaces that are not designed to be reusable, but if you take care of them, you can reuse them. Like I did reuse this one. It is wood. It's the door tag. I think it's like $10 or $9.99, something like that. The prices are all listed on the website. If you put surface wax on it, like a mini wax or something like that, it makes it easy for you to pull your transfer off, and it also helps the chalk paste stick well. Because depending on the wood you're using, it can, you know, try to soak into the grain, and the wax helps with that. And then like this, I've reused this one, and this is the one I did the other night, which I actually really like because I can actually see like some depth in the chalk paste. It's pretty cool. I hadn't noticed that before. For other reusable surfaces, at the dollar store you can get like the canvas frames and use those. So there's inexpensive ones. Another surface is one that's not designed to be reusable, but people have reused it. It's a reclaimed metal tray, so it's also magnetic, and it's a tray, but you can also hang it up if you wanted to. Completely up to you. I'm not sure what design I'm going to put on this one yet. That'll be one of my other upcoming projects. I can figure that out. So those are some non-reusable surfaces. The dollar store does have like quite a bit of craft stuff, and usually with each holiday you can get something like this it's got the cheaper chalkboard on it, but it's really cute and super glittery, and you can put like different sayings on it. They've even got ones out now for St. Patrick's Day, and I mean I could easily put like live in the moment or something on there, or I got it from my mama, you know, any love brings us home, anything. So just depending on what you like. And these were $1 each, so you don't have to spend a fortune on surfaces. You can decorate for the holidays with the different ones. Okay. Those can be reusable, but what you'll get is called ghosting. So when you take the chalk paste off, you might see like a little hint of it in the background. I haven't had too much trouble with different surfaces with taking the chalk off if I use the Chalkology paste. If I use other kind of chalk, it does really leave like ghosting on it. Reusable surfaces. So this is the Aiden board, which I told you it was magnetic in addition to being a chalkboard. The other ones are Grayson, which are, you can see the frame is just a little bit different. They have one that's got a white frame on the outside, one with a black frame on the outside. But you can see it's the same size chalkboard. It's not magnetic, so the texture feels a little bit different just because it's not magnetic. And it does have easy little sawtooth hangers on the side in there, so you can hang it up and change it out for the seasons. This is one of the Valentine's ones I had done. I really like this one. When it cleans up just like the board and base. Basically, it feels exactly the same. Super easy. And like I said, it's got like white frame and black frame, depending on what you want. And the Aiden frames are all pretty much white, but as you can see, the frame around the Aiden ones are thicker, wider, basically. And these are more of a thinner frame. There's also the Odette boards, which are kind of reversed. So they've got, black around the outside and a white base. So for the colors, you can see it really make the colors pop on the white. Sometimes, like if I wouldn't need to use black on a black chalkboard, but I could use it on this, and sometimes the darker colors on the chalkboard would be harder to show up. So, and depending on what your design style is. The Odette boards come in different sizes and shapes, and they have also got the sawtooth hangers on the back. I really like it. There is one board that's being discontinued, and that is the gold frame ones. So they have a gold frame around the edge. They've got the white background. These are reusable surfaces. Even though they're white, it's really a white chalkboard. It feels exactly the same as the board. It's not magnetic. And these ones these are the ones that are retiring. I haven't decided if I'm going to order a couple more or not. Because they are neat and they're easy to hang. You could change them out. Like this one, I could easily just, even though that's an 8x10 B-size transfer, I could take out just the part with the deer and the mountains and just have that on this. So like I said, you can use sections of transfers. You don't have to use the whole thing. So this one. And then you've got the mini surfaces, which I showed you. There's one that's a mini door tag. I do have it here. The mini door tag has a hole in it, so it's easy to hang. And then you've got black and white chips, which are the chalkboard, same quality. You can do both sides, of course. So you just get a little love bug one, and then there's like a Eat Sleep Hustle. Different ones that you can make. I won't get into the ink yet. I'll do that on another item when I'm going to be playing with ink and show the different things you can ink, how easy it is. So I think I covered that. I covered what the size transfers were, that they're mesh. So transfer means stencil, basically, silkscreen to stencil. The different sizes, the different kind of boards you can use. You can find different surfaces. You can use wood even. Just want to make sure you put like surface wax and stuff on it. Because people have had it where they pulled up the transfer, and depending on the stickiness of the transfer and the quality of the wood, you pull up the wood on the transfer like splinters. So some people have kind of damaged some of their transfers. The transfer stencils, silkscreen stencils, usually you're supposed to get 8 to 12 uses out of them. As long as you take care of them, you're going to get a lot more uses out of them. Let's see. I think that's it. If you've watched the video, just because I know I'm on later than I normally am. Hi guys. Oh, hey Andrea from Chicago. Melissa, Barb. If you want to see my VIP group where I've got my deals, just put VIP in the comments or like this, and I can always send you a message or just say message me and see what you're interested in. And like I'm doing for my mom, I can put together any kind of package if you want to just try it out. Just let me know. Okay, that's it. Like, comment, share my video, and then you also see that I download a copy of the videos and put them on YouTube too. All right, thanks. Night, everybody.